Hi ladies, today's video is going to be about asthma and keto and my experience with it. Remember to click that subscribe button below and hit the little bell so you get notifications when I upload new videos. And I will see you on the other side. Welcome to Guns, Buns, Abs, a Low Carb Life. Good morning, ladies. Yes, I know you're probably not watching this in the morning, but this is what I'm doing the videos. So good morning and good day and good evening, whatever time of day it is for you. I am here today to talk about keto and asthma. Basically how it's helped me, how I don't have issue with my asthma anymore or my allergies, which is amazing to me because I've had asthma since I can remember. I've had it since a child. I went into the hospital multiple times having nebulizer treatments, asthma treatments. I have a nebulizer at home. I used to carry an inhaler wherever I went. One would be in my purse, one would be in my car, one would be at home. I had a nebulizer or an atomizer inhaler in every room in my house, basically. I was a person that would get bronchitis starting at the beginning of school season. When kids go to school, I've done it since I was a kid myself. I would get bronchitis and it would last all the way through to March, which is miserable. As I got older, I started having more issues with my asthma. I will blame some of it because typical teenager back in the 90s, I started smoking with my friends and I didn't quit until, early 40s. But even then, it really didn't help. I quit smoking actually the first time when I was in my 30s. And if you go to the blog, you'll see that there's a story about when I quit smoking, and at that time, I thought I would feel better. I ended up finding out that the house that we were living in had mold. So I got so many more issues with my asthma. But even after I moved, for a good 4 or 5 years after I moved, I still wasn't smoking. I had quit. I had quit when my youngest son, he's now 11. I think he was a year old when we quit completely, both my husband and I, and we didn't smoke anymore. But I still was getting bronchitis all the time. I was even getting pneumonia, and a lot of that has to do with the mold. But even after we moved and after my lungs healed from the mold and everything like that, I was still coughing all night long, coughing and having asthma attacks, having to go into the hospital, actually have nebulizer treatments, ending up with pneumonia, ending up with strep throat, everything. I was just constantly sick. And also I had the aches and pains, like I explained before in the previous blog and previous video. I was miserable. And I had to figure out something, and that's when my doctor, with my aches and pains throughout my body, my joints hurting, my, not being able to grasp things, is when my doctor, after I had all those tests done, and I had so many, I still feel like a pincushion, and it's been over, I would say, 6 years, since she did all those tests, and then we did more tests. It just seems like it was an ongoing thing for a long time. But anyways, on to the point. When I started keto, I started noticing a difference with my asthma, with my just my overall health. I mean, I noticed the aches and pains going away pretty rapidly, but I never put two and two together with my asthma. I just thought, it's because I was eating healthier. But the more research I did, and I'm a researcher, like my husband tells me all the time, I am a research nerd. It's just something I do. I research everything. But as I did more research, I learned the foods that keto actually recommends that you don't eat, like the grains, the heavy dairy, as in milk products, not so much the heavy whipping cream and the cheeses, but like milk, but mostly the grains and the sugars are high inflammatory foods. You eat all the processed stuff that we eat nowadays. And I know some people will say that all foods are processed. As soon as you cook them, you're processing, you're changing the molecular structure of them. But what I'm talking about is the ones that are manufactured in manufacturing facilities, taking it from the pure form, the whole food form, and changing it into what we consume today is not what we used to eat. It's not what we ate. It's not what my parents ate when they were younger, and it was less and less. They had less and less issue with asthma back then, and they were all smokers back then when my mom was younger, and it wasn't considered unhealthy. But there was less issue with asthma. There was less issue with a lot of things. There was a lot less health issues because they ate whole foods. They ate them in their whole form, not where they were broken down, stripped of some things and other things. And if you think about it, all the different types of diseases that are more and more prevalent today, such as, I'll just give an example, like my son, he's autistic. You didn't hear about autism. I know there's more and more research and it's becoming more prevalent, but more and more children are diagnosed every year with autism and ADHD. And you think about it, could it be the stuff that's put into our foods, how our foods are manufactured, how our foods are grown, what we're eating? Our diet has changed so much. People go out more often, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong going out, but think about some of the places people go, McDonald's, KFC, nothing wrong with them on a whole, but they're eating them every day. There are people that go there for every single meal. I was in the food industry for the last couple years, and we would have customers that would come in for every meal, and we were actually a sit-down dining place, and they would come and eat every meal at our restaurant. And I know our food wasn't whole. We added starches to everything. We added sugars. There's sugars to multiple foods and stuff like that. And it's not healthy for a person's body. But what we're doing to our body by not eating the foods that are best for it, we are causing a lot of the diseases that we can heal by eating correctly. Such as, I would say, even with asthma, I'm not saying it's going to be healed, you're not going to be cured, but you can help control it better, control your triggers. Type 2 diabetes is basically a food-related disease. Heart disease is all in what we eat. Food is medicine, but it's what we're eating. We have to eat the right kind of medicines. We have to heal our bodies with the right type of foods. And I found that keto is just amazing. There was a thread I was reading on Facebook the other day, a comment where a girl was talking about how keto helped her with, I am not sure what kind of a health issue she had, but then the list went on and on and on about all the things that people have seen benefits with their health issues, from PCOS to diabetes to arthritis to their asthma to their allergies, even to infertility. Women were getting pregnant after they had tried IVF. They've been trying for years. Once they started keto, they ended up getting pregnant. And come to think about it, when I first did a low carb diet, is 7 years after my daughter was born, I ended up getting pregnant with my son. And I was one of those people that were told at a very early age that it was highly unlikely to have kids. But every time I ate low carb, and I never put two and two together until, well, right this second, I ended up getting pregnant. So it's amazing what food and how you eat can help heal your health. The group I'm talking about is actually keto, what is it? Badass Babes Keto No Rules group on Facebook. I'll leave a link down below with the correct name and everything. But those women are amazing. They are one of the best keto support groups that I have found on Facebook. I follow a lot. But from what I see from Keto Badass Babes, they don't judge. Well, I would say 99% of them don't judge. I mean, there's everyone in every group. They're all going to be somebody. But there is no rules in it. They don't get on you for cheating. They don't get on you for being strict keto. They don't get on you for being dirty keto, lazy keto, whatever. They're just there to support and help with advice. They don't tear you down. And ladies, if you want to join a group that can help, that is fun and enjoyable, and this is not my group. I have a group. I'll put a link down there too. My group is just basically starting up. I never thought of doing a group until recently. But Keto Badass Babes, seriously, they've been one of the best support groups that I have found, and I've got the best information from them. I am no way affiliated with them, but check the link out below, see if they'll accept you. I can't see why they wouldn't. If you're a lady and you are following keto, some shape or form, low carb, something, you'd be able to get in and just listen to them. Just see their triumphs in their keto journey, because it is a journey. It's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's a way of eating that is healthy, that helps you reduce your inflammation. I've got links to the blog down below. Go and check it out. And remember, the Kickstart Keto is available now, and right now it's at a lower price. I'll be raising prices up at the beginning of the year, so you have until end of December to get it. But then I'll be going up to normal price of $97 for the program. But check out the link below. Right now, you'll have to check out the price. It's low. Because I want to get as many people onto a healthy lifestyle. And if I haven't told you a whole lot about Kickstart Keto, it's basically a daily meal plan that will, you don't have to follow the exact, what is it called? Meal plan. Duh. But it's good to, if you don't like what's scheduled for dinner that day, pick another dinner recipe out. Same with breakfast. If you don't like the breakfast that was planned in the meal plan for the day, pick out another breakfast. You know, breakfast for breakfast, lunch for lunch, dinner for dinner. It also introduces you to intermittent fasting, and I can never say that word right, so you guys will get used to the way I say it. Also, it has recipes. It has 4 cookbooks that are included. 3 of them are for after you finish the program. It's got a daily journal where you keep track of all your fillings, everything. You're not keeping track of macros the whole 6-week program. There's no macros. There's just a daily meal plan, recipes, shopping list for the week, and it's basically everything you need to get started on keto. I know you can find all this on Google if you really wanted to. This is just an easy, done-for-you program to help you get started, to get headed on your journey and onto the next phase. You will learn about keto through it. There is an educational portion of the program. The first, I think, 6 sections are all educational talking about intermittent fasting, the keto diet in general. Now, Kickstart Keto Bootcamp is strict keto for the first part of it. It has no inflammatory foods in it. I've even taken out of the ones I talked about last week regarding the nightshades, and how some people are sensitive to nightshades. I've taken those out of any recipes in there. You can always add them back if you know you don't have issue with them, but more people have issue with them than they think. And for the first 6 weeks, it's easy. They're delicious menus. They're delicious recipes. They're easy to make. You can make more or less of each recipe to fit your lifestyle. And I would just check it out. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee, and if you're tired of trying to guess, trying to search, trying to do any of that, it's done for you. And it is at the lowest price it will be at this point in time. So, I will see you guys next week. I'm not sure what I'm going to be blogging about next week, but I will be. So go ahead and check it out, and I will see you next week. Hit that subscribe button below and the little bell to get reminders and notifications of any new videos I upload. And go subscribe to the blog. Get your free journal. I have free, you can sign up for free daily keto recipes if you'd like. That might be changing soon to a weekly recipes. But I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.